Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WCA 2015 European Pro Qualifiers. Ready for some more WarCraft III action. Joining me on the stage once again from the UK, it's WarChief. WarChief, congratulations on the win. Feeling good about this next match?
Yeah, I'm feeling confident after that first one. Rudan's like the best Night Elf player in Europe to face, so it'll be good, I'm sure.
All right, Rudan joining us from Serbia. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about your past experience when it comes to WarCraft 3.
Well, my name is Rudan from Serbia. I'm playing WarCraft like 5 years, and I don't know, I hope I'll give my best.
All right, gentlemen, best of luck. Please shake hands to your booths. Let's get this match started.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the second game of the group stage here on this beautiful Wednesday at Gamescom, the biggest WarCraft 3 tournament in 5 years. Right next to me is not yours anymore, it's Remo. Welcome to the caster desk.
Thank you for welcoming me. Hello everyone at home, hello everyone on stream and in the audience. Yes, this is our second WarCraft 3 game of today, the first day of the WCA Pro Qualifier. And yeah, Richard started WarchiefRich. We already saw him in the beginning of today where he defeated his opponent, and we said before he's the big favorite, but now the matchup changes. It's no longer going to be Undead versus Night Elf, or Night Elf versus Undead in his case. It's rather going to be Night Elf versus Night Elf, so it's going to be a mirror matchup. And we talked to him beforehand, and he already won his first game, but he actually says that the Night Elf mirror matchup is his best one currently.
Yeah, I think so too. He has the name like Mr. Bear Mirror. That's of course the unit that is most likely played in these mirror matches, the Bears. So he is definitely the best one in Europe playing these Bear mirrors. And I think if you saw him on stage, he's not that nervous anymore. He had that first stage match just an hour ago, and now he feels way more confident, I guess, than he did before.
Yeah, that's something important to point out. WarchiefRich actually played his first ever on-stage game today.
For Rudan, it's even bigger. He's playing his first international LAN tournament ever, and right now the first game on the big stage, but he's a basketball player in Serbia's first league, so he doesn't care much about anything, to be honest.
Yeah, he should be used to these high-pressure kinds of situations where you have to show off your skill at a certain point. Some people struggle when they are faced with this kind of pressure. Some people thrive in it. And Rudan, honestly, he doesn't have the best of circumstances coming into this. He actually had a vacation planned and booked to Greece a long time before the qualifiers even started, like last week in Berlin. And there he did qualify for this event here at Gamescom. So he had to cut his vacation short, but because of that, his practice definitely suffered. And because he came right from Greece, he has no keyboard, no mouse pad, no mouse bungee or anything. He has no gear here. Yeah. He's actually playing with completely unfamiliar setup. And yeah, we've been watching him quite a bit here the last few hours, and he seems totally relaxed and okay. It seems like it's not phasing him at all. He seems ready. He's
a cool dude. He's just hanging around in the players area, not doing a game at all. I looked up his ladder account at w3arena.net, which is of course the most important ladder in Europe today. And his last ladder game with the accounts that we know was on July 18th.
Wow.
2 weeks ago.
I don't know, maybe there's another account, but then again, there was the vacation, and he is, in general, known to be not practicing much at all. That is kind of how we know the player, like, for years, basically.
This is so crazy. He plays all the cups, like Jera Cups, Blue Cups, Zodiac Cups, and he wins a good bunch of them without any practice at all.
But we also, every now and then, call him Mr. Hit or Miss, because when Rudan has a good game, he can defeat absolutely everybody in the world, and I mean everybody. But every now and then he falls short, and he really stays behind, and he's not making use of his full potential. The question with Rudan is always, which Night Elf, which Rudan is going to show up this time?
That's right. We saw these players fight each other very, very often in the past several weeks. They faced each other 14 times in Jera Cups, for example. The statistics say WarchiefRich leads with a 9-5 map score. That's kind of impressive, so that definitely sets him as the favorite. But I guess in a game with Rudan, everything can happen. He is Mr. 2-1. all his games in the Zodiac Dream League, this is like the Champions League of European Warcraft, I would say. All his games go 2-1. All his games in the WCA pre-qualifier went 2-1. So maybe we see another 2-1 here.
Yeah, definitely. Always giving up that one map.
A little trash talk, maybe.
I know. Would love to be a fly on the wall right there. Maybe just helping with the setup. WarChief in the first game today, had a bit of a problem setting everything up perfectly. Yeah. This time he made sure that everything is in order. His gear, you know, the mouse and the keyboard, of course, but also the Warcraft settings, the resolution settings, the mouse speed settings in Windows. Everything was written down, was copied, was print screened, and he brought everything with him. He is definitely prepared. He is the favorite for this entire thing.
Yes.
He's the one most prepared of all the players here. And he showed us why that is, because he did take the first game, but now Knight of Mirror, it is his specialty, but I think if Rudan really delivers what he can do, it will absolutely be a close game.
That's right. The first map is going to be Turtle Rock. And of course, if we see a close position on this very beautiful map, Turtle Rock, then everything can happen.
Yeah. Then the balance of the game just changes drastically. Because Warcraft 3 is a very old game, and we all know no patch has been seen for a long time. So especially the pro players know basically every little inch of an advantage they can get, every timing, every creep camp, every item. They know, they have it in their blood, in their guts, what is supposed to be done and what can be done against it. Because the maps oftentimes have a very similar distance from one base to the other, you have time to react. But on Turtle Rock close position, this is the only map and the only occurrence that this is possible. Everything changes because the two bases are like 2 feet from each other. Not 2 feet, but it takes you 10 seconds at most to go to your opponent's base, and that changes the timings of everything.
Yeah, maybe we won't see a bear mirror there, maybe a lot of Engines of War with Archer support. I'd love to see that. Always great encounters here in that. Second map is going to be Echo Isles again. And we saw that already in the first game of today. And the third and maybe deciding map is going to be Ancient Isles. So the vetoes are Twisted Meadows for WarchiefRich. We spoke about him before. That's definitely his weakest match in Knight of Mirror. Only a 33% win rate. That's very, very low for WarChief. And he said, okay, I don't like that very much because a lot of players play Huntress on that. And I don't want to play Huntress against anything. I want my bears. He's so stuck on that bear mirror, I guess. Probably Turtle Rock then the big chance for Rudan.
And Twisted Meadows also is a map that's even bigger than Turtle Rock. And there's a lot of spaces where you can hide stuff. And WarchiefRich feels, as long as he doesn't get surprised, as long as he knows what's coming, and he plays his best, and he's very confident in his being able to micro very well and make the right decisions. As long as he doesn't get totally surprised, he thinks he's fine. So definitely understandable his taking out of Twisted Meadows. And for Rudan, we saw he got rid of Last Refuge. And that is, I do believe, in the stats, also not a very good map for him.
Nope, not really, but we see the group stage here. This is, of course, WarchiefRich's second game, and if he wins that, it's very likely that he will advance to the upper bracket.
Exactly.
That would grant him a slot to Yinchuan, China in December for the big Grand Slam of Warcraft.
Yeah, in this round-robin format, when you get 2 wins, the likelihood of being in the upper bracket, so in the top 2 positions after the group stages, is very high. It can not work out. If like 3 players get 2-1 and 1 goes 0-3, you can still end up being third, but it's very unlikely. So, getting a victory here in this series would almost surely mean that he goes to China.
And we are ready to start the first game, everybody. This is going to be Turtle Rock. It is WarchiefRich versus Rudan. This is WCA Pro Qualifier 2014. Here we go, and we have cross position.
Yes, we do have cross position. This is not going to be the very unusual, the metagame changing close position that we were talking about earlier. So, yeah, nothing too crazy to expect right off the bat. I actually talked with a few Night Elf players about this matchup, the Night Elf Mirror, and WarChief especially. He is the guy, I said it before, he thinks if we play the same thing, I'm probably gonna win because I'm mechanically so strong, so solid. I think I can just outplay you. When we play the same stuff, I just do it better, and that's the way I win. So, WarChief, I'm pretty sure, maybe he might surprise, but I'm pretty sure that he's going to stick with the standard. Now, Rudan, is it going to be the same for him, or is he going to change it up?
We know that he likes to play Warden versus other races, but in Knight of Mirror definitely not possible to play that hero because of the mana burn of the opponent's Demon Hunter. I'm not sure. I think he'll stick to his guns as well and just think, okay, maybe I can switch up one or two small things and surprise WarChief with that, but no big hero changes or unit changes or whatever. Both players are going for the Demon Hunter, as we said. And I got some statistics on the Rudan versus WarChief matchup here. These players met in 4 different encounters in the Jera Cup, and the last time Rudan won a series against WarchiefRich was half a year ago.
Yeah, and that was kind of the time before he went away from the scene for a little while. WarChief, wasn't it like happening after that?
No, it was Jera Cup #2, so he was still strong there.
Ah, okay. Well, that's not the point to bring up then. But yeah, WarChief, in case you guys are not too familiar with the scene, he took a little bit of a break for like 2 to 3 months, but right when it counted, right last week at Berlin's pre-qualifier, he showed up in full strength again. And he's looking very strong once more. Rudan, man, I really have to wonder, how is this gonna pan out for him? He's definitely the underdog, not just because of the names of the players and their accomplishments, but because of his lack of practice these last 2 days, or last 2 weeks, I mean. But then again, if anyone can pull it off anyways, it's gonna be Rudan, who just doesn't need much practice, it seems.
Yeah, and we forgot to mention this. In Greece and its vacation, he catch the flu. So he's coughing all the time, sneezing all the time. Maybe this can be a little distraction factor in this one.
Oh, that's true. That's another little bit of a negative thing going on for the Serbian player, of course, being sick. He's not super sick, but you know, he's kind of sick, and that's always bad for you when you want to play on this absolutely highest level of competition that there is in Warcraft 3.
Yeah, slightly better items for Rudan here with the Slippers of Agility. Grant him 3+ damage, a little more armor, a little more attack speed. The Ring of Protection not that good, but okay, still okay. Both players are doing the exact same creep spots here. Rudan with a Huntress Hall before the tech. Okay, WarchiefRich does the same. He rarely does that, I believe.
Yeah, but if you see opponent Huntresses, contesting them without Huntresses yourself can be kind of icky and difficult. So I think this is a safety measure, getting Huntresses himself. You know, he just doesn't want to get overrun. He takes it to the late game and then he wins. By the way, the first little thing to point out here, because Rudan had the slightly better spawning position in terms of creeping, he could use his Ancient of War for both creep camps, so his Demon Hunter didn't lose as many hit points. This results in him having more Moon Juice remaining, because WarChief had to use a lot of mana to replenish his Demon Hunter, and that could now turn out that Rudan goes for bigger creep camps and can restore more health after that, but he gets the boots of speed and he's going for the harass very early on, but little does he know, the base is closed.
Yeah, the base is closed, nothing to gain here. The Wisp got saved because it transformed into a Moon. Well, WarChief in the meantime creeping, another Ring of Protection for him, of course, a lot more experience as he gains here. And Rudan is just walking around, wasting time at the moment. Of course, the harass would have been good, but now the advantage is definitely on WarChief's side.
I think Rudan definitely had the possibility to go for a big creep camp, like we see the Ogre right now, but the Wisp saw this.
Yes, it's gonna be dangerous for Rudan here.
A weird decision to go for it after it having been scouted. Who's gonna get the last hit? Oh, whoa! Just barely going to Rudan. That was so close. The mana burn almost got it. Now both Demon Hunters fighting each other. Who's gonna have to TP out first? I think it's gonna have to be Rudan. He doesn't do it! He underestimated the damage of the mana burn, loses first hero, giving WarChief level 3 Demon Hunter. And man, what an early edge to get in this match.
That is a big advantage for the guy from the UK. Maybe with a block and some more hits on the Demon Hunter, he can turn this around because he's level 3. That would be a great upset if he could come back from this, but no. WarChief saves his hero. He can heal him up easily because all the Moonwells are quite okay. And yeah, Rudan has to buy back his hero from the tavern or revive him in the altar. Yeah, and that costs him so much time.
Yeah, man, like, again, we saw this from Sonic, another Nihilov in the pre-qualifiers, just not using that TP early enough, wanting to get all of the little bits of an edge that he can get from a late TP, getting as much damage out as he can, but getting punished so hard in the end. losing that first hero, man, it's a huge disadvantage because now he has level 2 versus level 1 mana burn.
Oh, and
that's such a big disadvantage. And now WarChief, yeah.
He will capitalize. He knows that. He's picking the Naga Sea Witch, and if you pick her, you really want to do a lot of damage in the first minute when she appears, and that's going to be right now. There are only 3 hunters for Rudan. The Demon Hunter is about to come back, but he hits a great timing because the tier 2 production buildings are just being built right now, and so they're very, very vulnerable. Demon Hunter is back. No second hero for Rudan so far. There he is. Naga as well.
Yeah, he needs the Naga to contest here. Panda, I mean, a keeper would probably just take too long, especially since his hero was dead for such a long time. Huntress is being shadow melted. There's no dust on WarChief. That is the first mistake from him we see here today, I do believe. Now his own Demon Hunter is being focused, but he's pretty tanky with the circlet and the gauntlets and the ring. Now going for the opposing Naga, the level 2 mana burn really helping him out here in the hero focus department. But 3 Huntress is also doing quite a good job. Now WarChief is... Naga needs to be careful. She's actually gonna die here, I think. Deny! Doesn't get it. Mana burn secures the kill. And somehow Rudan is holding on here.
Yeah, but he needs to be so careful with his Naga now. Barely gets away on 1 feet, limping away from the Demon Hunter. But here he comes back. Maybe he gets to the Moon Wells. It's so close, but one more hit can kill her. Still saving it, Rudan, boy. This micro. Oh, down she goes.
In the end, she goes down, but she bought so much time. For Rudan. It's only level 1 hero. She comes back very, very quickly. Of course, it costs some gold, but WarChief, well, he did apply pressure, and it did work, but it didn't work too well. Let's compare the techs, and we see they're basically all even again, but it's not really all even because it's still level 3 versus level 2 Demon Hunter. He can keep applying pressure.
That is so important, that level 2 mana burn, especially on the Naga, is really, really huge. I think he'll take, yes, exactly, that creep spot here. That gives him a consumable item like a big potion of healing, a big potion of mana, a big potion of invulnerability, and the level 3.
Alright, now he has bought enough time to catch up in hero levels. And especially in a mirror matchup where everything is so on the edge, where everything is basically equal, this item can be huge, guys. Greater healing, greater invul. Those are the two he's looking for the most. Greater healing. Wow. Excellent.
Excellent item. Greater mana would be good as well in the later stages for the Naga with Fog Lightning, I guess. But this is definitely one of the top 2 items you can get at this spot. WarChief now doing the same, but Rudan is approaching for a creep jack.
And he also has the first Dryad, so saving those Dryads is so important because you want to keep that slow available to yourself. But now double slow coming onto the Naga of Rudan. Basically both Nagas being focused. And both have to retreat for now, but 3 Huntresses are in the favor of WarChief. The creeps actually helping the Serbian player right here, and WarChief is Demon Hunter. Needs to be careful. No more TP now, mind you, and he's being slowed by 2 things. But he transfers the TP from the Naga, just barely saving it, but he's gonna give up the big creep, man.
Yeah, he's gonna give up the big creep. He lost his Dryad. Things are looking very good for the Serbian player. Great comeback so far. Tool of Intelligence, Scroll of the Beast, not the best item, but definitely he gains gold from that. And of course the experience. Naga level 2, she has Fog Lightning now. That will be so helpful in the later stages against the Bears.
Yeah, especially once that Fog Lightning hits level 2, or maybe even level 3. It's a surprising amount of damage that comes out of that spell. Can be detrimental. And also for hero killing, man, really, really good. Like, usually we saw a lot of Keeper in these Bear mirrors, but with this aggressive mid-game, both were forced into Naga, and I think that's the more thrilling hero. Also, is always in a lot of danger of dying, so both players need to be on their A game to keep their heroes alive. Okay,
creeping now very, very easy because the Bears have rejuvenation, so you can heal up the tanking hero if you want to. This Ogre Magi spawns an Observer Ward, so you have vision over the lane all the time, and of course a great item. A Pendant of Energy would be great, and it is a Pendant of Energy for the Naga. Great catch for WarChief.
Yes, that is very good. He will be able to sustain longer in the fights despite getting mana burned. But first he needs to go back to full mana, and that is very expensive if you do it via Moonwells.
Wow.
Saving that one Huntress. But now everything's low for WarChief. He does have Master. He should morph the other bear, but it has no mana at the moment. It costs 25, and he doesn't want to go in with 1 bear less. It can now morph into Master. But he's not doing it. It's being double slowed, and this bear might just fall. I think the staff is still on cooldown.
Yes.
Ooh, that is big. That is big. Losing a bear for free.
He saved that Huntress and thought, oh, okay, I did the nice move here, saving this Huntress, but in the end it cost him the bear. So in the end, not the best choice here. We have 45 food for WarchiefRich. We have 44 for Rudan. So he did something slightly different.
Yeah, we have 2 Huntresses still remaining for Warchief.
Ah, okay.
That supply is not being used up on Rudan's end. And of course, Huntresses, especially late game, are a lot worse, like considered how much supply they cost compared to Bears. And now he's denying his Huntresses.
Both players are going for the red spot. I think the head of the turtle is a little better, so Warchief's creeping is more safe and more effective, I feel.
But Vamp Aura can drop here, and that would be huge from the troll. Also very good.
Also very good. And here, Tomb of Experience and Hood of Cunning. Not the best item for Warchief here, but the Tomb of Experience definitely nice.
Yeah, level 4 Demon Hunter is actually pretty good for the level 2 evasion, because of course the Demon Hunter will be in the front lines, dealing damage and also tanking a lot. But yeah,
now
he did get a bad item.
Big red spot creep for Rudan. Maybe he's getting a nice aura for himself. And the level 4 and the level 3. So this is gonna be most likely level 2 Fork Lightning.
Yeah. He may prioritize slowing down the heroes, but normally they do go for level 2 Fork Lightning. Tomb of Experience as well, and also Hood of Cunning.
Yes.
So, exactly.
So this Demon Hunter is an absolute beast right now, plus 21 damage and a heal potion, so he's well equipped for everything, I guess.
He's actually putting the Boots of Qualifiers on the Naga. No, never mind, he's swapping.
Okay, plus 27 now.
That Demon Hunter is such
that is a beast, and that will really make a difference here. Warchief is on plus 11.
If he's being hit by 4 bears at a time, he still can't stand for long. I think he should perhaps get an invulnerability potion. But let's see, at the moment we have 6 bears versus, on Warchief's side, 5 bears. So that is of course good for Rudan, and the Creep Jack is coming.
Yeah, really good game sense by Rudan, knows exactly what his opponent is doing. So liquidity being dropped here, heal potion for Warchief as well. First Fork Lightning hit it, and the first bear is down. Rudan staffing out his bear, saving it for now. This is really looking good for him, man. 1-0 attack upgrade for Warchief can make a difference. Raw on both sides, protection scroll even used. Fork Lightning again, saving that bear with a heal scroll. Great fight by Rudan so far.
Yeah, and the Rudan's numbers are dwindling, but the Ancient of War is coming in, and that can tank up a lot of damage. Now the Demon Hunter of Rudan is being focused, but remember, he has that greater healing potion. Naga from Warchief kind of exposed, but she's not being focused too hard. Mainly he needs to be careful with his first hero. WarchiefRich does. Oh, Naga from WarchiefRich in so much trouble. She's being slowed, she's being staffed, she's being saved. But the Demon Hunter now has to use the greater healing potion, and Rich, man, everything is so low, and now he's being hunted down.
If there's a Fork Lightning, no mana anymore, but the Demon Hunter with plus 27, plus 40 with Raw. Insane amount of damage from that DH. What a carry this is for Rudan. And now he just wants to crush his opponent. 56 food versus 41.
Yeah, man, and he still has the greater healing. He didn't even have to use it that fight. Oh, the staff can save the bear, but then the Naga is in trouble.
Yes.
Staff comes out, but the Demon Hunter may take a lot of damage
what a
for
block!
this. The
What
bear
a block! Awesome micro by Rudan. Is the Demon Hunter is he getting away? Yeah, mana burn kill. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter. GG by WarchiefRich. Huge upset here on Turtle Rock. Rudan takes the first map.
WarchiefRich getting an early advantage with a Demon Hunter kill. A big mistake by Rudan, and Warchief thinking he can capitalize, and he could, but then very well done by Rudan, kind of luring him into the base, making him overextend. His Naga definitely saved the day. The Moonwell is just barely enough juice to keep her alive, and he fends it off, and he gets the creep camps, and he keeps going with the momentum. Absolutely fantastic comeback.
A big key to this victory was at least the creep camps, because he took 2 red spots and Warchief did only 1. So he got the better items, he got more experience, and yeah, that was the big key to success for Rudan, I guess. So the first map loss, the second map loss of Warchief already.
Yeah, and now Rudan only needs 1 more game to win this, and we were kind of expecting Warchief to take this. Well, to possibly take this convincingly, because of course, like, he's the one more prepared, and Rudan, he's just come from vacation, as we said before, and he's not training, and
he just came from the beach.
He just defeats the best knight of arguably in Europe, in his best matchup.
That's right. So they change the colors now. Everybody's ready, and we are ready to start map number 2. Echo Isles. It's gonna be. We saw that already in Halo of Anger versus Warchief. I think, yeah, we're starting right now. Map number 2, Rudan from Serbia versus WarChiefRich from the UK. It's starting right now.
Here we go.
In the upper left, we have Rudan, who's leading 1-0. And in the upper right, as the red Night Elf of WarChiefRich, Mr. Jera Cup. He won 8 Jera Cups so far, the biggest weekly tournament we have in Warcraft. And Rudan only got 1 win so far, but he reached the final 6 times. And guess who knocked him out all the time? It was always WarChiefRich.
Yeah, man, and he was always knocked out by Night Elves, isn't that right?
That is right.
But this time he's looking very, very strong in Night Elf Mirror. Like, still, that comeback, man. I think that one fight, actually, on Turtle Rock, if we would want to get into it more closely, there were 2 wisps there waiting to detonate, but none of them did it. Okay. And there was one timing where there was a fresh rejuvenation coming onto Rudan's Demon Hunter, and I think that would have been the perfect time to detonate. But of course, you're busy microing all your bears back to, you know, prevent some damage and staff and stuff. So it is a lot to do. But yeah, Rudan, man, he really impressed me. I thought that Demon Hunter kill may just be too much to come back from, but the Serbian man, he doesn't need practice. He just he doesn't even need his own mouse. He just needs to play the game, and he somehow defeats one of the best in Europe.
He borrowed the equipment from the WCA. What an impressive performance. Yesterday in the hotel we talked to Yoss and Hate Love Anger, of course, and I think we all agreed that Rudan is kind of the black sheep in this one between Hate Love Anger, Warchief and Rudan himself. And now he's here winning the first map. It's an incredible story.
Let's see if he can keep it up, though. Warchief, do you think this might phase him? Nope. He knows he had a big advantage, and he kind of threw it away? Or do you think he keeps cool and composed here?
Well, I guess he knows that he's still better in Bear Mirror in general, and so it was kind of like a small hiccup or a stepping stone for him.
Yeah.
Echo Owl, I guess it's a really great map for him, man. In Night Elf versus Night Elf, he won 83% of his matches on Echo Owls.
So that's of course a very good start.
Yeah, for Rudan it's only 20%, by the way. So
all right,
the numbers definitely in favor of Warchief.
Absolutely. And both players going for the greedy creep camp here early on Echo. You can't really punish it too well. By the way, Warchief denied one of the creeps with his Ancient of War, but it's still gonna be enough to get level 2. And he gets the Claws +9. Excellent early game and late game.
Both players get the Claw +9, so they're stacking their Demon Hunters up already. And that, of course, made a difference in game 1. I think Warchief's Demon Hunter was only +11 damage.
Yeah.
Rudan, of course, +27.
Especially in those fights around 50 supply, the heroes make a huge, huge difference. Of course, they always do. But the higher the numbers get, the less important kind of the heroes become, because they don't make up as much of the army. That's basic mathematics. And that Demon Hunter definitely carried for Rudan last time.
So, small difference here in creeping. Rudan only took the small green spot to be a little faster. Oh, he's doing the Murloc. Is this common?
Yeah, it's pretty common. Like, you go for the mercenary camp, then you walk the Ancient of War over, and in the meantime you can do the little red one, the little green one, and then you're level 3.
Okay, Warchief did the natural expansion spot, so I think his creeping is a lot better so far.
Yeah. It has to do with the starting positions, though. I think maybe I'm not sure. Well, he takes more damage on his Demon Hunter. Maybe Rudan wants to be more careful early on, and also he gets the Gloves of Haste nicely complementing his Claws of Attack +9. What did
Warchief got his second claw?
Oh, he didn't pick it up yet, though.
No.
Okay,
but he's +17 damage already after 4 minutes. It's insane.
Ooh, man, yeah, that's going to be a beast, no questions asked. But now he's going towards the middle. Time is really of the essence for him now. He even let the item lie there. He knows he can pick it up later. He doesn't want to give his opponent the Ogre Magite for free, and here comes the fight for the big one.
Yeah, but of course Warchief knows what's going on, scaring the Demon Hunter away, exchanging a few hits. And I think this Magi might go to Warchief. Of course, this will be a big fight now for this Magi, because he dropped the consumable as well. So this might change things around. Where's the army of Rudan? I think he needs it, or he just wants to steal it. Mana burn something. Wow!
He wanted to last hit it with a mana burn, but it had no mana anymore, so it didn't work. You don't see that every day.
And Rudan got the big scroll.
I don't know who got the last hit, but that's not too important. The big scroll, you're right, went towards Rudan. Terrible in late game, but before tier 3, it's actually pretty good if you can find the decent timing. and increase your army strength with it. So the question is he going to sell it and get more prepared for late game, or is he going to keep it, trying to capitalize? And we know Rudan likes to get Naga second a lot. Like he's been doing it the last few weeks, pretty much only. No more keeper, only Naga. So I could definitely see him keeping it.
Let's see, maybe he just sells it here at the marketplace. Yes, he does. Is he getting something else? Ooh. Yes, class +6 as well. So he wants to keep up with his opponent's Demon Hunter. And this is going to be good. This is going to be very good. Don't know if they're preparing for an expansion already. No, Rudan is just scouting here. And there's a Naga for Warchief.
And we also have tech already for Warchief. When we look over to Rudan's base, we do see the keeper now. The first time in a long time. And we oftentimes say Naga, of course, very strong early on. Keeper, especially once he reaches level 3 or maybe even 4, definitely stronger in the late game. But this is a small map. It's not easy to find all those levels for your heroes, all that experience. So now Warchief, he's gonna have to be the aggressor, and usually he's rather the one that likes to sit back. Yeah,
that is right. He lets his enemies come to him and then strike back with one mighty blow and kills his opponents. And yeah, the keeper way more passive. Of course, it's really good to pick up units with Entangle, because you can stun them a little and they take damage over time. I'm not sure. Circle for Rudan as well, so +16 for him.
He's going to be almost level 4 after this troll, and that does make a difference because of the evasion, mind you.
Okay, this is of course the big advantage of a Tavern hero. The Naga almost on level 2 already, and the keeper only 24 experience points. And Warchief stole that creep spot.
Yeah, it was
very
only
nice.
He
denied the experience from his opponent.
And that is actually very good to do against the keeper. Of course, we know he wants to get those levels. And he does have the Shadow Priests. Even though he has no Dryads, he has Abolish against the Entangle. And he has almost 150 mana. If he doesn't let the Shadow Priest heal, he's going to be able to dispel 2 Entangles, but he's most likely going to let him heal. And the creeping continues for Warchief. Interesting approach here. Getting Naga and then playing passively. What do you think about this?
Maybe he relies on his Fork Lightning. I don't really know. Rudan now taking this Murloc spot with a ton of experience. Or, oh no, he knows about the creeping because of this Wisp here. Nice scouting, but he's a little too late. A third Claw for Warchief. +26 now, but here comes the creep check. Sound Portal immediately.
Is he going to lose the Shadow Priest? Yes, he is. But he gets most of the creep camp. But he does lose out a lot of resources here. 350 for the TP and like 170, I do believe, for the Shadow Priest. So that's a good 500 gold swing in favor of the Serbian, who now also has a level 4 Demon Hunter, but not the second clause +9. And check out Rich's Demon Hunter, man. +31 damage without Roar, man.
Exactly.
Once Roar comes out, he needs to focus that hero. He cannot let him stand in a fight uncontested. He's not going to win it.
Yeah, he needs to disable him somehow. Maybe with Entangle keep him out of the fight like that. But it's only a few seconds at level 1.
And now here comes the first real skirmish of this battle. Right in front for Warchief to dispel the Entangle. There we go. First Bear coming in as well. Rejuvenation coming, but also immediate dispel. And yeah, he's contesting this Demon Hunter of Warchief. He doesn't want to let him go through. By the way, nice save there of the Dryad. And it's not looking too good for Warchief. Losing that Bear would be huge again. He did it game 1 also.
That's right. The Rejuvenation Bear is so important. Morphing it now, but he will lose it. Nice block from Rudan again. We saw this on Turtle Rock. His micro is really, really good. His reactions are on point in this one. Without any practice, it's absolutely insane.
Oh my god, he has no more Entangle. Otherwise, that Keeper, the Demon would be in so much danger. But he gets back to base. Keeper still 10 experience away, mana away from getting that Entangle. But now Warchief finally finding the safety of his base. But all the Moonlights are dry. And there's no Bear right now to rejuvenate. But one's gonna come out in a second. Needs to reach right away. But remember, there is mana for a bomb, for Abolish. And there it goes. And Rich's Demon Hunter, it just dies inside his base. Oh my god, his big trump card with all the damage, it's gone.
It's definitely gone, and now he has to fight with his trees. There are 1 Master Bear, now 2 Master Bears for Rudan. 1-0 upgrade, Rich already with a 1-1, but that Bear of Rich is definitely gone. GG! Rudan with a 2-0 sweep. Absolutely insane performance from the Proud of Serbia, we can say.
What an upset. Warchief looking so strong, Warchief being so dominant these last months, and Rudan comes here from Greece without a keyboard, without a mouse, without practice, and he sweeps him.
Yeah.
He just knocks him to the ground.
The giant curly hair man is so happy right now. Absolute. Well, this is how exciting Night of Mirror can be. We always complain, oh, it's so boring, bear versus bear and blah. But these two games, very, very promising.
It seemed like Warchief just chose the wrong times to attack, maybe focusing the wrong units with his slow every now and then, overextending. He ran in there without a Master Bear, and the healing, the rejuvenation immediately got cancelled, and he didn't have a TP. He didn't have that get out of jail free card, and got punished really, really hard.
Okay, this was Warcraft game number 2. We have a third game later on, but first we're going to throw it to Josh and Rudan to the stage.
Thank you, gentlemen. An impeccable performance coming from the Serbian Prince. Really impressive, especially since we heard you didn't have that much practice. You had to cut your vacation short to be here. But Rudan, break down for us, what was it that went so well for you in this series? What did you do right that was able to get this 2-0 sweep?
Well, I don't know really. I think this that time I didn't practice. It was very good for me, and I know what to say. I hope I will win more games.
All right, he wants more games and possibly didn't have that mental anguish that some players have when they have a lot of preparation, a lot of time on their hands, but Rudan came and he definitely performed, and he will continue to perform this week as we're going to have more Warcraft 3 matches. We're going to get set up for our next match for Hearthstone. You don't want to miss it, so stay tuned for more of WCA 2015 European Pro League.